Yeah, I'm gonna take you through the five elements of life. Just to have a sustainable life, you can have a life you can call average, a life you can really live and feel like, yeah, this is the life. But these I don't mean like you have to be rich, you have to be wealthy, you have to be somewhere everybody want to see, like you have to be admirable, but at least you can live your life without incurring so many problems and so many issues that comes about. So with that being said, I'll start with number one, which is you need to shut up and listen. With shutting up and listening is an art you have to develop each and every time. As you know, when we are growing up, everybody has this act of you always want to speak up something, you always want to say something, but at the end of the day, we still have a lot to learn in this world. So if you can always have the art to shut up and listen to what someone is telling you get to learn a lot compared to when you are talking too much and you're giving off a lot of sometimes what can be considered as nonsense. I don't want to be negative. Sometimes what can be considered as nonsense or something that doesn't build, something that comes off as like it's not positive. So at the end of the day, you need to shut up, listen, learn something, and after learning something, get you to number two, which is staying positive. Always make sure you're always in a positive mood. Yeah, positivity has to go through different stages. You can be positive mentally, you can be positive physically. That's how you work on your body. You can have a body that a lot of people may not like, but you're positive with it. You like it, you feel good with it, you're comfortable with it. So always have that positivity in you. However much you look, however you may be, as long as you're a person. So have positivity in what you do because negativity still doesn't get you anywhere. However you gonna be negative on anything, it doesn't put you anywhere. It doesn't change anything in your life. So the moment you have something positive, then you have a way of movement you're following. So keep that up and just make sure you go by that and don't let anything change you. Just keep focus, keep moving, and have your focus attained. So that's with staying positive. Get you to number three, which is owning investment. A lot of us have a problem of when you get money, you just have to send it home and just call on a brother, a sister, a friend, a long-time friend, and say you want to open up a business. Let me say you want to open up a shop. The very first thing you do is send the money to this kind of guy and you let them open a shop. If you do such a thing, you're gonna be let down because it's only you that knows the pain you've gone through to attain this money. The other person over there that you're giving the money doesn't know the pain you went through to get the money. So at the end of the day, they have this feeling that since you can send that money, you can send more money or you have more money. And the way they start up the business is always wrong. They start up a business with a lot of money. Remember, when you're starting up a business, you're starting up something you're going to gain from in the future, not like with media gaining. But when you see how the people we send money to start the business, they start the business thinking there's a whole lot of money we still have to send. At the end of the day, all the money you have sent to start the business has been taken. You don't have any more money. So now you get to a sitting position where you're thinking you do expect money from them. In just a period of a month, you find them calling you asking for more money to be put in the business, and this is when frustrations come. So we need to learn to have our hands on the investments we do. That's it. That's like investing what you know. The only way you can do this is by investing in what you know. Invest in what you can handle. Invest in what you can do physically, personally, and mentally. So this still goes to all the stages. So make sure you do put your money where your hand can fit, where your feet can stand, and where your mind is positively. I get you to number four, which is self analysis. In everything you do, always analyze yourself. Can I handle this? Can I try this? Will I manage this? With who can I do this? How will I do this? It still goes to the five wives and the one husband. The who, how, what, when, which, all that You just have to sit yourself down. With analysis comes time. Like, you have to give yourself time. Don't just fall into anything. Don't just dump yourself into anything. Don't just find yourself doing anything because you feel like you can. Analyze yourself. Not everything your heart tells you that you're supposed to go ahead and do. You need to look for things that you can really do. So analyze yourself. Can I really do this? Okay, if I cannot do this, what can I do? If I cannot handle this, what can I handle? Because at the end of the day, we all have talents. At the end of the day, we all have possibilities. So you have to look through what you can do in person. So analyze yourself, your physical being, your mental being, your spiritual being, and you need to have comfort in what you're doing. This is when analysis comes in. Just go for something that's really meant for you. Don't look for what's not meant for you. There's always that which is meant for you that is going to take less energy for you to attain and gain from than what is not meant for you, and you have to put in a lot, yet others just put in very, very less, and at the end they get more gain. I get you to the last one, which is the act of walking away, or the act of moving on. Sometimes they say holding on is more painful than letting something go, than letting off. There are times in life where you have to let off. There are times when it's really too much. This comes with family, it can come with friends, it comes with businesses, it comes with whatever spiritual, it comes with life, it comes just anything you do. There is a time after you analyzing yourself. It must be post analysis or pre analysis. There is a time when you look at something and all your systems just tell you, with this, we just need to give it off. We just need to move off. We need to move away. We need to go do something else. There's a time you get to feel like, no, I have had enough. So I need to go do something else. It's always good to try out somewhere else because you never know where your luck is. So the spirit of moving away helps you move to where your luck might be. But it all depends on how you're moving. You just don't jump into everything. You just don't keep dumping yourself into everything you find. Moving has to be positive in a way that after analysis, you need to look and say, okay, I'm moving from point A to point B. But how painful is point B compared to point A? What lessons have I learned from point A that are going to let me move away, and so that when I go ahead and I'm in point B, I won't be having the basic choice of moving away, because at the end of the day, you're not going to live life of moving away. Like, you're moving away from everything. So at the end of the day, move away, get something better, get something done, and make sure life goes the way it has to go. So those are my 5 points, and just make sure you follow them up and have a life you live. Yeah, we live life that needs principles these days. We need life that has needs some basic knowledge. So thank you guys.